Welcome to our channel, where we explore the 10 things you didn't know about Johnny Depp. Forget all about his relationship, endgame prompting tattoo amendments, agreeing to fire one of his heroes, Hunter S. Thompson, ashes out of a cannon, and T8 monthly wine bill. There's much more to Johnny Depp than you knew from just a casual glance. Beneath all those layers of bandanas, beads, necklaces, rings, fedoras, hair, and ripped denim lies a genuine Hollywood legend of our generation. An actor renowned for taking on roles that no other Tinseltown hotshot would even have read the script for, let alone sign up to, knowing full well that portraying Bird's nest-haired weirdo with scissors for hands, or a slightly freaky and reclusive owner of a chocolate factory, wouldn't catapult them into the movie big league. Little did they know, however, that LA's most celebrated film oddball would be offered or land the lead of a hugely lucrative franchise based on a children's ride at a Disney theme park a few years down the line. But then that's what marked Depp out from all his peers, and those who opted to take the route one-way success in awards, rather than go with their heart when it came to characters that Depp knew had far greater metal, depth, and sensitivities than box office blockbusting equivalents. Of course, being taken under the wing of fellow creative tour de force, director Tim Burton ensured that Depp would go on to forge an enviable career and leave a legacy that underlines his acting range. The instantly forgettable Lone Ranger accepting. 10. Plastic Fantastic. He has been immortalized in plastic as an action figure various times over. From having his likeness recreated for the Lone Ranger's Tonto, Sleepy Hollow's Ichabod Crane, Edward Scissorhands, and of course, Captain Jack Sparrow himself. Oh, and even Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street, should you wish to have a figurine of a serial killer. 9. Rock on, Johnny. Depp was a rocker long before becoming an actor. His mother gave him his first guitar at the age of 12. A first love that he's revisited in more recent years, the latest episode of which saw him embark on a European tour this last summer with the Hollywood Vampires. Bet you didn't know he played drums as well though, or that as well as accompanying the likes of Alice Cooper and Marilyn Manson on stage, he also fronted his own band, going by the name of P, a supergroup that also included Red Hot Chili Peppers bassist Flea and Sex Pistols guitarist Steve Jones. 8. No Way Sis? Staying on the subject of rock music, Depp ended up playing slide guitar on 90s Brit rock legends Oasis' single Fade In Out, lifted from the constantly warring Mancunian siblings' 1997 release Be Here Now album. Johnny was recruited due to his connections. Noel Gallagher's then-wife was a friend of Depp's then-girlfriend, Kate Moss. Oh, and the fact that the songwriting Gallagher couldn't play slide guitar. 7. An impressive CV. And did we mention he could sing too? Anyone who has witnessed a Hollywood Vampires gig will know firsthand, especially after hearing Depp belt out stunning versions of Bowie's Heroes for one. It was on the film set of Sweeney Todd, where Depp demonstrated his singing abilities for which he received high praise from the entire film-going community. Depp's other lights habitually hidden under a couple of bushels include photography and swordsmanship. 6. Keeping good company. Depp owns a production company, where he installed himself as CEO, producer, and of course, actor, whilst his sister, Christy, serves as president. Formed in 2004, Infinitum Null, loosely translated meaning, nothing is forever, lists The Rum Diary, the Martin Scorsese-directed Hugo and Dark Shadows, directed by Depp's longtime collaborator, Tim Burton, as among its most memorable achievements to date. 5. We're not saying Johnny is old, but he has an actual fossil named after him. Sort of. And it's thanks to a British scientist called David Legg, who stumbled upon a 505 million-year-old fossil that was said to have reminded him of Depp's iconic Edward Scissorhands character, on account of its scissor-like claws, which led the archaeologists to believe that the creature was an ancient ancestor of scorpions and lobsters. As a fan of Johnny, Legg christened his fossilized find Cutnincula Deppi. Essentially, Chila is Latin for claws or scissors, whilst the Deppi bit is kinda obvious. 4. There's no mugging off Depp. Believe it or not, Johnny was very nearly mugged in the street one time, and would have been were it not for the fact that his would-be assailant recognized the Hollywood star at the last minute and blurted something along the lines of, "I ain't stealing from Captain Jack," and proceeded to back off. On account of its scissor-like claws, which led the archaeologists to believe that the creature was an ancient ancestor of scorpions and lobsters. As a fan of Johnny, Legg christened his fossilized find Cutnincula Deppi. Essentially, Chila is Latin for claws or scissors, whilst the Deppi bit is kinda obvious. 3. His first marriage was to makeup artist Lori Ann Allison in 1983. Before there was Amber Heard and Vanessa Paradis, there was Lori Ann Allison. Johnny married the makeup artist, also the sister of his former band's bass player, when he was just 20 years old. At the time, he was working odd jobs, trying to support his new wife, until she eventually got him his first break by introducing him to Nicolas Cage. They parted ways in 1985 following 2 years of marriage. 2. You've got to be joking, right? No. And like that headline, it's certainly no laughing matter for cobraphobia sufferer, Johnny Depp. That's the fear of clowns, for those still looking a little confused. Depp, "I have this fear of clowns," the actor has previously revealed, going on to add, courtesy of his own somewhat perverse logic. "So I think that if I surround myself with them, it will ward off all evil." Good luck with that, Johnny. 1. He's almost real royalty, not just Hollywood. According to a genealogist who works on the BBC One ancestor tracing show, who do you think you are? Depp is the 20th cousin of the current Queen, Elizabeth II. If you find our videos helpful, don't forget to share, subscribe, and hit the like button to support our channel.